Zamora. What I'm going to discuss today is about questioning. So there's two types of questioning here. So first, convergent question and divergent question. So let's define now what is questioning. So questioning is an asking good questions that will encourage students' participation in the discussion. So here are the two types of questioning. First, convergent questions are the cognitive memory questions. It is a low-level question that is why there is only one answer for every question. It starts with what, who, when, or where. So second, divergent question. It is an open-ended and usually have many appropriate answers. It includes evaluating questions which require one to put value on something. So the reasoning is supported by evidence and examples. It is associated with high-level thinking process and encourage creative thinking and discovery learning. So divergent questions are proving which require justifications, elaboration of ideas, and it is usually start with how and why, what or who, followed by why. So really effective questions are planned beforehand. It is helpful to plan sequences of questions that build on and extend pupils' thinking. So here are the characteristics of the good questioning. So first, simple and clear. So the question should be stated clearly and be as short as possible. So second, challenging and thought-provoking. So the question should be challenging that requires students to examine one idea or concept at a time. So third, definite. So the question should be exact and connected to the topic. Every exact question has its exact answer. So fourth, adapted to the age, abilities, and interest of the students. So the question should be appropriate to the age, knowledge of the students, appropriate also to the abilities of the students to reason out, and in accordance to the students' interests. Fifth, it requires an intended response. So before asking question, you should think about the response of students. The response may depend on where the questions about and how they really understand it. The more clearly delivered the question, the more the students will respond well. So let's come now to the purpose of good questioning. So such as to find out whether someone knows something, to develop the ability to think, to actively involve students in the lesson, to increase motivation or interest of students to learn, to evaluate students' preparation, to discover pupils' interest, to develop comprehension, to provide review, to give practice and expression, to stimulate independent learning, and lastly, to diagnose learning difficulties. So that's are the purposes we have to consider in asking questions. So instruction involving questioning is more effective than instruction without questioning. Questioning is one of the 9 research-based strategies presented in classroom instruction that works. So one more important finding is that questions that focus student attention on important elements of a lesson result in better comprehension than those that focus on unusual or interesting elements. So questions should also be structured so that most elicit correct response. Here are the techniques of good questioning: wait time, prompting, redirection, probing, and commenting. So first, wait time. So in this scenario, the teacher is giving time 6 seconds at most to be able to the students have time to construct and think his or her answer in a given question. Then second is prompting. So in this scenario, the teachers give hints to his question to assist students to come up with a desired response. So third is redirection. So in this scenario, the teachers allowing the students to depend or elaborate their answers to high-level type of questions, and it is used to elicit response and solicit new information. And lastly, commenting. So in this scenario, the teachers give feedback to one's answer to a question as to increase motivation. So these are the techniques you may apply in asking questions. So I hope you understand our lesson for today. So always remember that there recent